What's going on, you gorgeous bastards out there? Yeah, I'm talking to you there with the lactating tits and the old sagging nutsacks. How you doing out there, boys and girls, ladies and gents? Welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So-So production. We're doing it on Friday the 13th, 2023. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Is it always in January that Friday falls on the 13th or 13th falls on the Friday? I don't know, but there's always at least once or maybe twice a year or maybe even three. I don't even know, but there's always a time when it's like Friday the 13th, and that's when you gotta watch outs because it's Friday. It's it's a beautiful day, and it's the 13th, and that's what it is with number 13. Sometimes, I don't know, historically somewhere along the line something happened involving 13 somethings, and then everybody's like, oh, that's bad juju, that's bad vibes. That's 13 of this. I'll have 12 eggs, please. Oh, here's an extra free one. Is that gonna make a 13? No thanks. They'll say that. To take the extra egg, crack it right there. Get rid of that 13th egg. They say there are 12 signs in the zodiac sign. It's amongst people who study. I don't know much about it, but they say there are 12. Apparently there were 13. There's still some debating that there might be 13, but if we do that, then we're gonna fuck up the entire calendar year. And once you fall into a good routine, 12 is good. Like, maybe for real, maybe the truth is that there are 13 of them out there. Oh, we only count 12 because it's like 13 is just like, what are we doing here? Well, what happened though? Why wasn't the cutoff at 11? Why didn't we go up to 14? You know what I mean? What happened like 12? Or like it's easy to divide it in quarters. Is it okay? All right. If it was 13, yeah, it'd be weird. But then again, you do like, 3 instead of each season being, I guess, 3 months long, they would have been 3 months and a week long. Because then you have 4 extra weeks. Anyway, like, point is, like, well, who decided? What happened with 13? What was it? 13 cats? 13, did somebody have babies on a Friday and it happened to be 13 babies on the Friday the 13th? I was like, oh, that's way too many babies. Only if I had 12 babies. But now, here we go, 13 babies. Or maybe, somebody got extra, body parts, toes, finger, and it's not like it wasn't an even number, it was odd numbers, so they got off balance. They're like, oh, this is bad luck. Just like no toes on one foot, but like 13 on the other foot, instead of it being maybe like 6 and 6 extra here and there. But like, no, they went not even, it's not asymmetrical. Now you're going off balance. It's a whole thing. So I don't know or 13 elevators, you go into an elevator, you can never find 13 elevators at the same time. Try it. Try finding 13 elevators in the same building all at once. You'll see 12 elevators. You'll see 12 elevators walking down the street, holding hands, shopping. You'll see driving elevators, smoking, occupying businesses, giving back to, but you'll never see 13 of them. Good luck. Do you get in an elevator? You're like, oh, I see 12 of you around here. Where's the 13th? Or they're like, no, we don't even know what 13 is. You can find 14, 15, 16. Oh, I've seen more of them. I've seen like hundreds of elevators gathered around together. You'll never see 13 of them. But that's weird. But we live in that age. We live in that time to where, so it is Friday. I don't know what it is, but it is Friday the 13th. So, mind your P's and Q's. Cross the old T's, dot the old I's. Keep your head on a swivel. They'll say stuff like that. I don't know what that means on Friday the 13th though. If you're walking by a ladder any other day, you can easily go under it, no bad juju. But on Friday the 13th, you walk under a ladder, all of a sudden you're like a work hazard, because it's like winter time. You're wearing a bulkier jacket. Somebody calls your name, or at least you think somebody calls your name. You got your headphones on. You got a coffee in your hand. You turn around, the ladder tips over. Beautiful gentleman up there doing something. What's he doing up there? Something. Taking care of business. He's now fallen onto the ground, broken his back 13 times in 13 pieces. Why? Because you weren't paying attention out there on Friday the 13th. I don't know what it is, but you got to be a kid. Like, it's just team players looking out for players out there, ladies and gents. Player to player, you got to just like on Friday the 13th, let's go home early. you know? Or let's stay so late so that it's like if we go into a facility, let's stay in that facility till it's like the 14th. You know what I mean? Or something, man. I don't know what I'm saying, boys and girls. That's Friday though. Again, if you've been with me for some time, thank you very much. You know what it is. All around the world. If you're tuning in, it's your first time, buckle up, buckle down. Talk about everything and nothing under the sun. Try to keep it silly here. Try to keep it silly. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, get a sip of this shit right here. That coffee right there, the juice. Get daddy the juice. Still way too warm, way too hot there. Trying to give me some burns in my mouth hole. But, you know, I'm always ready to take it. Ready to, oh, speaking of mouth holes, my wisdom teeth, as this is, you're like, do I need to be tuning into every episode to know what's going on? No, you can literally like pick up any time. You are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it'll just be a random day of events concerning my life, your life, all our lives. And no, so they're not connected. Mind you, here and there, will we have a little story that'll just carry briefly into the next day, as in like, because we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes, yeah, like last week, ever since I'm dealing with a whole wisdom tooth situation, but it's all resolved now. That's, the pain is gone. The, you know, the swellness in my face was swollen. I got swollen my face, dude. I was like, yo, you should start working out on your face. Your face is swole, son. And I'm like, what you know about that? I'll be doing all sorts of jaw exercises just on one side though, just puffy on one side. Just getting fucking stacked on one side right here near the jugular, because that's what it is. A lot of people actually think, they're like, especially guys, they're like, if I get big pecs or a big shoulder, ladies love big pecs and a big shoulder. Ladies love asymmetrical shit for one, and ladies like something that's a little bit and ladies who like, men too, I'm just like overall, people in general speaking, just like asymmetrical things and odd things. So I was just like, I'm like, everybody's doing chest, everybody's doing shoulders, everybody's doing glutes and calves, and I'm gonna just go concentrate on this left portion of the old lower jaw. Let it just fucking right there. People are like, oh, that can't be natty. People are like, oh, this is like a tumor. So I'm like, bruv. If I wanted to get it to, I get one, dude. This is all hard work, concentrated pain, and like, and yeah, were my gums flapping around like loose bicycle seats? Of course. Is this still hanging out there in the back? It's not falling off. I don't know what to do with it. They're like, don't touch it. I've not been touching it. So that's that, dealing with that. So sometime, very, you know, on a few occasions, you'll have stories like that that'll carry over. So if I'm speaking about something like this, you're like, oh, I didn't know you were dealing with a gum situation / wisdom tooth problem. Again, if you've been with me, you'd know for the past couple of weeks. Days, not weeks. My bad. Didn't go that long. Past couple of days. But that's what it is, man. Most of the time, it's just like new stories, new events, we're trying to like, what we're doing is we're like basically, we're like a gopher. We're like a lot of people are like, oh, let me go for the big animal. I want to be a fucking, you know, I want to be a vicious turtle. You know, king of the animals that roam slowly at a nice slope. I want to be a turtle. Nah, dude, gopher up in this bitch. I go and open doors very gently, you know? Knock, knock, who's there? Is that a yoke in there? Oh, sorry, my bad. You're just having sex in there. I'm just going to close the door. Keep on walking down this hallway. Open another door. What is that? Oh my goodness, you guys are going at it too. But that's lovely, beautiful. But that's what we do around. We try to discover together. We go down roads, pathways, hallways, back alleyways, tunnels, highways, freeways, we're street walking. Are we a street walker? Does that, if you walk on the streets, I suppose you are a street walker after all, aren't you? Big time street walker right here. Same with you out there doing it too. So don't be ashamed. Whatever you're doing, keep rocking and rolling. That's what I'm trying to do. It is Friday. Just want to have some fun with you guys and gals. Oh yeah. So I've been daydreaming and thinking about different, you know, if Rob, if me, if you had the choice, if you had the option out there, you as well. Hey, Lisa. Hey there. Margaret. Hey there. You? Yeah, you know your name. I don't have to say your name. You know who you are. you out there, did you ever wonder, did you ever stop and think what would it be like to occupy a different, like, a body, like if you were a different, like, completely like different, like, race, look, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then not to like, yes, I do, and we're very alike, you and I did that a little bit, and I've thought about this for some time. If I could occupy another, like, if I had the choice of be like, yo, I'm gonna be this guy, I would have, like, I've got a couple of options that I would. First of all, I would, oh man, part of me I wish, like, I was, just being like honest. If we're being like, I think I would have made a great black dude. I'm just putting it out there. Like, obviously I can't. But, like, again, like, if we go far back enough, I'm pretty sure there's both black and white in all of this. But, like, I think I would have made like, that's, here's, and a lot of people would be like, you know what, it's easy to say stuff like that because, like, you take what's good with it, you don't consider the bad things that might come with it. And I consider everything. Given everything, I've thought about it, What would I do? Because, because I already got it planned out in my head. If I were a black dude, day job. Think about this. Wicked day job. Black guy, me, decked out in all white at some sort of a beach resort sort of situation, and I'm like this, like, bartender. Okay, maybe I work in the Caribbean as a bartender, day job, right? Evenings, depends when sometimes I'm flexible with shifts. Like, when I say daytime, like, if you need me to stay till, like, afternoon, eat, pick up at weekends, like, you know what I mean? But, like, daytimes, as they say about daytime jobs, routine, like, what do you show up to? That's my day job identity. I show up as, like, a bartender who looks great, by the way. You know what I mean? Just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I'd make a great black, but that's my day job. Evenings, because I got to do other things. I work counterintelligence, but I like counterintelligence, but like double counterintelligence. I fool myself into be like counterintelligent. Like, I'm not like, it doesn't take, I'm not going in there and be like, I got, no, because I like this guy intelligent, like, not, dumb right here. So, like, I'm not going in there with the intention of, like, I don't know anything. But just like the combo of that would be great. Just to fucking, like, I'd be a dope, black man bartending, just fucking in the, just fucking, and then evenings, downtime, counter intelligence. And I'd just be like, oh man, I'd be great at it. Just like fucking mixing martinis, slip in notes. I think that's like, count, like, or like receiving notes. I don't know how it all works. I don't know how anything works, really. Are they even using notes at this point? Maybe it's all like floppy disks, high tech shit. Just passing floppy disks, receiving floppy disks. Oh man. And I'm all fucking like jacked up, son. That'd be a great life. That'd be like, that's like, oh, the sun is setting, it's hitting my skin, I'm looking all sorts of gorgeous, fucking jacked. And, dance a little bit with the ladies. Mingle with, oh, where are you visiting from? Britain? Cool. Where are you visiting from? Romania? Nice. Where are you visiting from? Japan? And I mingle. God, I mingle hard. I mingle soft, dude. I mingle soft and, like, meet all sorts of levels to this mingling game. But I'll mingle. Oh, man. Just felt like, that'd be like that'd be one of the great, like, so if you're a black out there, man, consider doing that. And, like, I don't know, like, counterterrorism, counterintel, anything that's like, you don't want to be like pro it, so obviously it has to be counter it. Like, you can't be like, I'm gonna be like daytime bartending, and then, like, what, what's the opposite of counter? Forward, counter, backwards. You can't be like one's pro terrorism or intelligence, the other one's like against. So you'd have to be like, whatever, there is something out there and you're fighting it, so you're against it, right? So that's what I would do, man. That'd be sick. That'd be dope. That's one identity that I sometimes daydream of, and I'm like, man, I would have made, I think. But then again, I can't speak. And again, like, yes, there's definitely but that's why I moved to the Caribbean, dude. That's just like, everybody's like, oh, we're just like, I don't know. This is fantasies. Talking fantasy right here. I'd be fucking slick, dude. Just to picture me as a black dude, wearing all white, working as a bartender, daytime bartending, fucking, unbuttoned shirt right down in here, you know what I'm talking about, right there. Fucking all sorts of nice, like, mellow music going on. There's fucking coconuts laid out. And I'm good at my day job too, so like no one's the eyes. I'm just really amazing at my day job. Oh, more slicing limes. It's not like I didn't take the day job seriously, dog. Cause like I'm dedicated is what I does. But that's just like one thing that I would have wished, like if I could like switch over. You know, we're gonna do that for like, 5 to 10 years. Let's do it. Let's experience that. That'd be, oh man, that'd be dope. Another identity. If I were Japanese, good God, if I was Japanese, right? I would immediately apply to, and again, this is not for everybody. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying if you're Japanese, I know you're like, it's easy to say. If I were Japanese, you take all the goods without wanting to deal with the whatevers. But that's what it is, baby. But I take the whole mixed bag. I'm talking about the whole mixed bag. If I were full-blown, bona fide Japanese, which again, if you go far back enough, pretty sure something's in there. Like the 0 point something percent Japanese, 1 point something black, the 3 point something white, X amount of Middle Eastern, whatever the hell, like what you know what I mean? That's all a fucking mixed bag of just genes and genomes and tight jeans, and it's all about denim. What you got in your pants, it's got nothing to do with it. Point is, I would make, if I were a Japanese, I'd be like, you know what? Straight up, and I know this is not probably the route for everybody, but my dream job I'm a Japanese person, dude. I'd like to apply. I would have applied for the Yakuza. I'm just saying. I would have gone to Yakuza school, if there is such a thing, if there is a facility. I would have applied. I would have done I would have taken it so seriously. I would have been I'm not saying I would have been the best Yakuza, because I'm not good at crime, and it's like infatuated by it in some sense, in the sense that, man, cool crimes. But like, again, I like the opposite side of that as well, hence the counter. I've always, like, it's just a fine line between the two, and it's nice to dance somewhere in the middle, somewhere if you can. But the point is, Yakuza. I'm in the Yakuza. I want to get into the man. I'd be like, first of all, let me just think things that I'll gladly do, things that I'll like volunteer for. I've always wanted more tattoos. It's just a matter of like waiting, saving up so you can get full fucking tatted up all the way to the gills. But that's one route that I would definitely consider going if I'm a Japanese person. As a Japanese person, I would be like, you know what, let's sleeve this bitch up. Give me the whole suit. I want the whole suit, ass tatted and everything, dude. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. I would be suited and I'd be Yakuza, dude, just for the tats. Because I'd love to be able to, like, Yakuza. I don't know what they do. I don't care what they do. Frankly, it's just really appealing. What would I'd love to wear a nice Japanese, like, slim fit, nice Japanese suit. And I'd be walking down the street, they'd be like, oh, regular Japanese guy in a suit. A regular Japanese guy in a suit. And everything's covered, so I'm like tattooed up, but like things that I would do for the syndicate, for the gang, I don't know if it's like is it a must? Do you have to cut the old pinky off? I don't know how that works. Or is it the thumb or the pinky? I think it's the pinky. Gotta chop it off? Is that like to show allegiance? Or is this when you do something when you're not, like when you effed up, dude? When you came in, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, boss, but we got the shipment and we got the money, but I'm a little bit light. And he's laughing, Mr. Yakuza, your boss, Mr. Yakuza, he's laughing and he's like, oh, don't worry, as he gently puts his palm against your face. Don't worry, my son. He'll say that in real Japanese. He'll say that. Like, I wish I had the Japanese. Somebody put Japanese words down here, please. I'm pointing to someone. No one's there though, so it's just you. But imagine Japanese words as I'm talking right now. Fucking dope. Point is, I'd be like, Mr. Yakuza, I'm so sorry, and he'd be like the father figure of the family. Is he loving in his own way? He's not like affectionate about it. He's not like walking around, I love my Yakuza sons, or maybe times have changed. I have not, I don't know, but I'm just saying. So he'll like gently put the palm against the face, and it's okay, my son, and wham, right there. Oh my God, what'd you do to my pinky, dude? And it's like blood, fucking blood. And I'd be like, oh, oh, I'm in it for life now, ain't I? I'm in it for life now. Where'd my pinky go? I'm in it for life now. They're gonna know, man. They're gonna know I'm in the Yakuza now, man. I'm missing a pinky, man. What if we wanted to keep this undercover, man? Why'd you have to cut off my pinky, man? I get you. Oh, I love you. But at the same time, like, why? I get like, but then I'd be knee deep in it. Fucking knee deep. Okay, now, look, I get it now. I get it now. I'd be going in there first as a young, fresh, green, rookie Yakuza member. Just with the whole world ahead of himself. So many things on the horizon. Beautiful Japanese waves on the horizon. The rising sun. That also happens to set as well. The rising and setting sun. And then, but if you can go without the cutting of the old pinky, like, because it's just so hard to, like, what if you need me to, like, grab stuff really well? I know it doesn't do much, but, like, still, better to have it than, not have it. It's, like, right there, I'm used to it. If it's not an initiation thing, if it's not like I can tell you just Pledge of Allegiance. I could just pledge the allegiance. I could just we could do like trust activity. You could trust me, dude. We could do the whole thing where I can like hold my arms open like this, Mr. Yakuza, and all fellow syndicate members, is what I'd be saying if this, and I would say that as a real Japanese person. I would totally say that. I'd open my arms and say, fall, I'll catch you. Just fall. And then you fall and I sneeze and I bend over because oh my God, and then you fall. Oh my God, terrible exercise. I'm so sorry. Do it again, I'll catch you. Do it again, I'll catch you. And he's like, oh, not happy with it. Mr. Yakuza Senior is really not putting the first best impression in his mind right there. But I plan on overcoming these challenges. And I plan on working the ranks. And everything else that's got to do with it as well, whatever, except we'll get into what I'm willing to do and what not, it's not about what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. It's about, will you show up? Will you be, because there's things that every organization needs that nobody ever thinks of, the little stuff that go the longest way. Like, does everybody have coffee? Is everybody drinking good coffee up in this male social club? All male social. Do we have good coffee in here? And in this facility, in this all male social club facility, is what I would say first of all, because nothing puts you in a good mood to Yakuza the day. If you're going to Yakuza today, nothing puts you in a go-getter mood like a good cup of coffee. I make good coffee, cheap but good. You wouldn't know. I said, if I gave it to you, the way I present, you'd be like, oh my God. Not the best coffee, but it's up there. And where is really up there anyway? You know what I mean? If I tell you with a story, this is coffee dripped from the teats of little coffee beans, and not like the coffee beans are of age, okay? And it does come from their teats. Oh, right there, we're milking the coffee beans right there in the jungles. I brings it over, and I give it to the fam. Because my fantasy would be to be first of all, family, Second of all, sword fighting events. My goodness, would I be amazing at sword fighting events? I think, not legit sword fighting events, because I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about me. I'm worried if we're being a complete, and I keep it $150. I'll put in an extra 20. We'll do 175. If I'm keeping it 150, I'll put in an extra 25. Let's just bring it up a notch so that we're all on the same pages. My concern is, but I do like him this more so the look than anything. A fucking slim fit Japanese suit and a Japanese man with a Japanese sword. Fucking, we're Yakuza today. I'm not gonna go out there and what I'm not willing to do is I'm not gonna engage in violence, but hey, sharpening the katanas, I will sharpen them. So when evening time you return after a long day of just and nobody gets it. It's so hard to like, and you can't speak about this kind of stuff with your family members, with unless the family members are also part of the other family, which is you're supposed to put that family before your main family. The other family that you go into becomes your main family. You are the priorities is like family. The family you walked into, if they give you a phone call, if they page you, if they send out a pigeon, if they are like, if there's a little buzzer on a table and the boss is like hitting the buzzer on the table and you are sitting in a couple of rooms down the hall and you've also got a desk and there's a light, there's a phone, old school phone with a light attached to the said buzzer being buzzed, and you see a light. You see a family first, and if you got on the other hand, if you're like, oh man, prego wife, that's, this, what you got yourself into. And that's the thing. So if like, and in the evening time, you'd be there, I'd be there. This is about me. I'd be there. Hey fam, remember that great coffee that I made in the morning? And you guys went out there and like, I went out there too. Okay? When you're out there collecting money, when you're out there breaking kneecaps, potentially holding up businesses, maybe, selling stuff, buying stuff, whatever, because that's easy to like, again, so many of the things that like make the operation run smoothly get way less recognition, like the fact that around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening, you'd like to walk into the all-male social club and enjoy freshly cut fruit. And guess who was cutting those fruit with the swiftest of swerve moves? Your boy, right here. You're welcome. Refreshing, am I right? Just the autumn or fall evening in mainland Japan, and you're just like, oh, thank you. This is so, hits the spot right here. Feels like a family. It's not just work, and if you love what you do, it doesn't even feel like work, does it? So that's what I'm willing to do, man. And again, if I could like do it, and I'm working on it. A lot of people want to, because like if we're like, I think that's the future, man. That's the future. We're like, I'm gonna spend like 2 years being a Finnish dude in Finland, just finishing stuff. Never stopping till I finish, cause I'm from Finland. Ooh, gotta make a bird house. Let me finish it, cause I just got the urge to finish things. Let's go out, but I gotta finish this because I'm from Finland. My boy, I can't just be going out till I finish it. Oh God. But that's like, you'd want to experience that. Be like, why? And then there's a whole, that's another world. That's another world that I'm not too familiar with. But again, why are they so concentrated with finishing tasks? Have you ever tried, if you're like Finnish and if you're from Finland, have you just started a task and not finish it? Leave it, just walk away. Sometimes, ladies and gents, you gotta be able to like let go. Let it go. And that's the thing. Again, every culture, that's the thing. If I could like, I'd be every person for like, cause I'd want to like really experience it. You know what I mean? And I would do cool things with it. So if you're out there, live my dreams, portions of them. So if you're Japanese out there and you're like, man, I wonder what to do. Here's an idea for you right there. Join the Yakuza. Like don't, but like also, but like do, but like don't. Obviously don't. But like, again, I don't know how the pinky thing, like if you're like really attached to your pinky, okay? If you're like, I gotta have my pinky, this guy, then it's not for you. But that's what it, and if you're like, and again, if you're like, man, if I were like, oh my God, if I were black, I'd totally be bartending somewhere and just fucking countering something. If not intelligence, I'd be coming in there, I'd fucking counterintelligence it. I thought like, and I'd, or anything else for that matter. I just like, I'm at the fishing dock running boats back and forth. Oh my God, I'm in Florida. Bartending, daytime bartending, Florida, black man that also has his own shipping business. I own a fleet of small-sized ships. See? And that'd be amazing. And yes, I take it all with me. The good and the bad, everything that I have to deal with as a black man, I would put up with it. not put up with it. I wouldn't put up with it. I wouldn't put up with it. I would, I would, again, because I don't know. Because I would, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's how you experience that. How would you know? I don't know. But I'm just saying it'd be pretty dope to do that. Bartending in the evenings, counterintelligence in the morning, or like forward intelligence in the morning, or like just forget intelligence, just do backwards and forwards, or just clockwise, counterclockwise, or forget the counter, just do intelligence. Like pick your just do intelligence, whatever it is, or whatever. You could be like, I'm just saying it's exciting to do other things, boys and girls. And if you're out there, you're like, man, wonder what I'm supposed to be doing with my vessel. Every vessel is made for something. Where can you fit in? Where can you? Because you get it where you get in where you fit it. You fit in where you get. You're fitting and you're getting and you get in where you fit in. You get in where you fit in. You fit in where you get in. I could fit in. I could fit in my fridge. I get in my fridge, dude. You don't even know. I could easily fit in my fridge. Just fucking I'd have to Tetris it a little bit, but I could fit in I get in where I fit in. I could fit in I fit easily in my car. Easily, dude. I fit in cars. I get in where I fit in. I fit in, I fit in clothes, dude. I fit in clothes. I get in where I fit in. And it's all about fitness. It's all about fitness. It's all about maintaining fitness and not letting it go overboard. Because a lot of people, they're like, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. I've tried. I don't even know where to begin. I can't throw a fit. They'll say, I've never embarked on a fitness adventure. I've seen other people get fit, throw a fit, have a fit, but I don't know where to begin. You gotta find something that angers you. I think something that really, what really twists your titties, sister, mister, brothers, sisters, cousins, distant relatives. We're looking at ourselves in the mirror today, aren't we? We're all connected. Point is, to throw a fit, you got to get angry at something. Because a lot of people are like, I want fit. I want to reach my fitness goals, but you're not even out there get angry at something. Because God, I've seen so many people just not let themselves grow beyond everybody puts a limit on themselves. Everybody wants to box them. I've never, I can only get this much amount of I can only, get this fit. I can only throw so many fits a day. Well, because if you're throwing, let's say 0.5 of a fit in a day, there's somebody out there throwing more fits than you. There's somebody out there putting out full fits. There's somebody out there double fits. It's the season to be that's what it is. So get angry at something. It could be minuscule. It could be even it doesn't even need to be real. Be oh man, I hate the way nature designed fruit skin thickness. Why is it that all fruits have a different thickness when it comes to their skin? Why is a apple skin, let's say about a millimeter thick, and why is an orange maybe about 0.5 centimeter thick, and why is a pineapple about 1/4 inch thick? Why don't have uniform skin thickness throughout fruits, so that we know you'd only I'm only gonna apply yay amount of pressure to cut this all fruits. You know what I mean? They could still maintain their shapes and designs, but why does it need to be different thickness? And that gets you cheese. That gets you fucking I'm stepping into a region where I don't necessarily feel comfortable, but I also gotta face this, and I gotta just makes me so. But then guess what? Fitness. You're throwing a fit, dude. You're being proactive. Again, you're countering it. You're forwarding it. You're putting it out there. You're the one making the moves. You're not waiting there for the moves to be made. You're proactively getting angry at the thickness of the oil. You're again, it's so frustrating. God, if only one knife was suitable to cut through all sorts of thickness when it comes to skin and fruits and vegetables. But no, somewhere along the line, we're let's do a millimeter here. Let's do 0.5 centimeter there, 1/4 of an inch. And then put into the account of Is it ripe? Is it not ripe? Again, see how many things you could use to potentially get fit, throw a fit, have a fit, And it's not about like how much you're doing. It's about consistency. It's not about, no, wait, it is about how much you do. It's about quality, not quantity. No. It's about quantity. It's always, because the more is better. No, less is more. So again, it is about quality. No, when I look at it, it is about quality. God damn it, when I look at every time I look at it, I'm like quality over quant. But then again, at the same rate, if it's good, you want more of it. So like maybe mix it in. Nobody's ever, you know what? It's 2023. Quality and quantity. Quality and quantity, fam. Quality and quantity. Because we're up on the fucking like, oh, quality and quality. Well, if it's something good, you want more of it. So if it's something good, you're like, oh, give me less of that. You know what I mean? Blowjobs, amazing. If you're getting a lot of blowjobs, you're like, oh, more blowjobs. Or something. Or female blowjobs. Blowholes. That's what it's called. Getting a ton of blowholes. And I'm like, this is great. I'll take less, please. My husband's giving me a lot of blowholes lately. I'll take less, please. You'll say that. No one ever said no one ever, never. So point is, it's all about balance and but keep it in mind if you're like looking out there and you're like, man, people can easily throw fits and be fit and get fit. But I'm out here like, something about it is I can't find where do I get at? Like slam a car door on your fingers. Slam it. That is the easiest. A lot of people are like, man, you should sit, meditate, and but there has been proven methods. There is putting in the proof is in there. There's proof pudding. Have a spoonful of proof pudding, won't you? Be a go-getter. Be a giver. Be taking and giving, but put that spoon filled with fucking pudding and oh, it's in there, the proof. Put some proof in your mouth. Put some proof in your mouth. Point is that don't let things just take it step at a time, one step at a time. Do it together, baby boys, baby girls. And that's just part of learning and growing. So it's maybe it's something that we all gotta maybe if we all looked for it a little bit as from an earlier age, to throw fits, to invite people to join us in a fitting contest. And it's all about reading social cues, I think. But then again, at the same rate, dog, ladies, gents, that's one more thing that I'd like to, I'm gonna, I'm gonna just on my chest, and I'm gonna put it on the table. It's, social cues. They say learn to read get to know your social cues from early age. They say that get to know your social cues, read social cues. What is a social cues? Did anybody along the way ever stop and why are Q's the only letters that are this social? How about your social A's? How about your social B's? Your social C's and Z's? How about your social D's? You know what I mean? But everyone's always emphasized, let's read some social cues. Get to know your social cues. But again, where do we lose track of there's all these other letters with sociability and different variations of social skills, but we're always just focusing on the social cues. What about the social H? A little bit of social L. Anybody ever ponder about that? Anyone? No, because it's brainwashing, man. Brother, sister, wake up. But if you're tired, take a nap. Sometimes a good power nap, fucking power nap. You wake up with a fucking boner where your labia's a little bit what's up? What's up? Do ladies clits get erected when they're asleep? Men's pains? Question for the internets out there. Anyway, point is, fam, that nobody ever stops and think about how did social cues get all the attention? Why do we only ever focus on social cues? Was there extra funding give in to social cues and then, take away. Cause nobody ever talks about the other letters. I've never even up until I don't think anybody, and they don't want me to talk about this shit right here. They don't want me to talk about this shit right now. They don't want me. They told me no one's told me, but I get it. But I'll talk about it. I'll put it out there. I'll put it all on the table. And I'll clear the table. I'll clear the table, fam. You don't even know. I'll clean the table. I'll clear the table, and then we'll throw a fit. We'll throw a fit on it and stay fit right there. Right there. So boys and girls, it's Friday out there. Ladies and gents, whatever you're doing, whether you're out there mastering the art of reading social cues, but also paying attention to all the other socials, and it's enough social, because that's a narcissistic letter right there. Oh, what about the other letters? A little bit. Just think about and that's follow the money. Follow the money. I've never gone whenever I've said to myself, why is it only one thing that's follow the money? Put it out. I'm just putting it out there. You know what I mean? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you're doing out there, remember, we got to do it one day at a time together as a community, grassroots, meaning if you're out there running a business, you're running it from the ground up. You're gonna tear it down from the ground. No, wait. You're gonna build it up from the ground up, and it takes many steps, many stones, many hands going in there. Oh, it's oh man, it's where lots of hands go in, lots of hands come out. Lots of feet come in and go out as well. Lots of body parts. It takes a lot of people, is what I'm trying to say, to come together and support the business, hire a couple of employees at the business, fire a couple of employees at the business to make an example for the other employees that don't bite the hand that feeds you. I rule with an iron fist. When we're fisting, it's made of iron in here. There won't be any fisting in this facility, not under my supervision. But the messaging. It's all about the messaging. So take initiative out there, put it into the universe, work on it, but also be it. A lot of people say it, but a lot of it, it's a matter of being it. Sometimes you gotta just, you're it, you're being it. It is what it is. You know what it is when you're doing what you're doing out there. And I think that pretty much is all self-explanatory. So what do we do here? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we go into the depths of topics that are just scratching, itching and scratching in the corner and the depths of people's minds and hearts, bringing people closer together. So we've brought so many close people together, even closer than they've been. But I'm trying as a kid, please, if you'd like to see more people come so close together that do you want to see people get fused together? Do you have a fetish for Siamese twins out there? Well, guess what? This show is full, and we're in full support of Siamese twins and anybody who wants to become one, or groups too. 7-8 people. Do you want to be like what do they call that thing when a whole bunch of rats get together and just fucking fuse? A rat king, is that what it's called? Disgusting. But do you want to do that with people, 7 of them? It's your call. We can make it happen. We've done it before. I've tried doing it before. I've literally not tried. And I'm not willing to. But as an idea, it'd be where would you even be connected for if it's 8 of us? If it's 8 of us and we're bonding, because what I was trying to get to is not doing, we're not gonna operate on people. Obviously, how did it even go there? I don't know. It's Friday. What I'm trying to say is we'll bring people close, and that's basically we'll be close like Siamese twins. We'll be able to read each other's minds and thoughts too. When I pee, you'll pee. When you eat, I poop. When I'm having sex, you're all the way at the end of the connection. You're like the eighth like person removed, but I will have sex and you will come. That's how connected we are. Medication. You take a medication, I will get high, which is fantastic, really. Because like, why would I always have to take whatever? Like, you know what I mean? If you got the drip in you, if you're out there with the drip in your, if you got them tubes and the drips are coming in, you got that drip, baby. It's coming into my bloodstream. Thank you. Because I don't like, and that's the thing. If it's like 7, 8 of us, I'm shy of needles. I get needle anxiety, let's say, and I get shy and just like, oh man, needles, shy. This guy and needles, keep me away from needles. I blush up when I see needles. I start giggling like a 12-year-old girl when I see needles. Caca. But then the 8th person gets the needle and I gets my goods. And that's what we do around here. We're basically like a community is what I'm trying to say. Nothing short of a community, nothing short of good-spirited people with big hearts, larger than probably normal. Like not so large that it causes like problems down the lines, because you don't want to be like one of those freaks out there with like twice the heart and your time is limited. You're gonna probably like, 37 and you're out of here. Good heart, put out a lot of beats, but like twice as big. So not like that, but like in terms of like, it's a normal sized heart, all of us, but like in spirit, man, we're growing, we are sharing, and we are learning, boys and girls, together. There's nothing that we can't accomplish. Yes, there's certain things probably never gonna accomplish in terms of, are we ever gonna like, will we ever stop noses and ears to grow? Like, well, can we stop noses and ears from growing? Probably not. Probably that's just like, certain, we can go to the moon. We can go to the moon, but we can't make the old nose and ear stop. So there's certain things right off the bat, and I will throw a fit about that. One day I will throw a fit about that, because God, guess we stood, but I want to reserve that energy, because it's all about like, where do you dispense it as well? Like, think about it. A lot of people are like, let me throw a fit here. Let me keep your fitness levels at like nimble and just like a ready to go level. You don't want to just willy-nilly just fucking fitness. Point is, a lot of things we will not accomplish but we know it, and that's okay. We're fine with it. We're fine with it. Whole range of things that we will accomplish. Getting to experience what it's like to be a Yakuza member, but also a father or a mother of a Yakuza member who's always just like talking to her son or daughter. There's no ladies in the Yakuza. That's an all-male social club, I think. But they gotta get some like, I'm sure they got some bitches in there too, like, just like some like strong females. Leaders, active men. There's got to be like a yin to a yang there, I'm assuming. If it's no ladies, I gotta be honest with you, like I'm reconsidering this whole thing. If they're you know what I mean, if it's got all the benefits, but like, what are we doing here, fellas? Like, let in a couple of ladies. We should change things up. I know I'm just new, but 2023, ladies are just as capable of providing damage. Lightfoot. Oh, Becky with the Lightfoot right there. You didn't see that coming, did you? Nah, because Becky also tatted up everywhere, but she too is fucking wearing like a nice full-sleeved outfit, just slim fit, walking around, full Yakuza member. She too is also missing a pinky, but if you look close, there is you have to pay attention. She's not missing a pinky. It's a fugazi pinky, and you'll only be able to tell by there's different coloring. There's like real human skin, and hers, the tip discolored from the sun. Yeah, that's right. And that's how you can tell. Always be on the lookout for different color pinky fingertips, because if they're different colors and you look closely, what is that? Are those like stretchy bands coming out? Is it like a little hat? Do you got a little hat for your pinky and it's got little stretchy bands, like little suspenders on it? And that's how you know every time you look, you're like, oh, what is that right there? It's fucking And that's the worst thing, because if you want to, like, if you get in a fight, and you think about this, Yakuza members, if you're getting into a fight and you want to like go for the double eye poke, but you only got like technically really one's just like a fugaze and it'll like crumble under pressure. Only one eye, half the damage. Whereas if you keep both fingers, teach him a lesson. Talk to the fella. He's young. He's learning. You know, and don't just take a pinky. God damn. Because again, double poke right there. How much more effective is that in like a hot pursuit? You need me to have your back like that. Right there. If I were fully fucking bladed up and suited to a nice Japanese bodysuit underneath, everything, dude, I'd get in there, dude. I don't even know how far they go, but wherever, we'll go there. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, it's Friday. Go out there, go get it out there. Take it easy if you need to take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Sending you all a lot of love. Be good to yourselves. Thank you very much for joining me again. It has been absolutely amazing. We're rocking and rolling. We're having a ball. Thank you for all the love and support. Where can you find these videos? Once again, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe so to help yourselves and family members to a whole lot of videos, fun videos out there. And check out patreon.com/RobSadri. Pass it around. Like, put your kids down for a second, okay? You're tired. Your tit's been lactating for like 6 months, all right? He's already beginning to poke his little teeth, okay? Take a break. Sit down and watch a video. Your nutsacks, just rest your nutsack on your own lap for a second and take a breather. Let me take the pressure off, okay? Consider me the pressure valve of... Consider me if there was like I'm like basically, I've started at I'm starting right at the asshole because from ground up, baby, and we're moving inch by inch, because we're right now at the beginning. We've said this before. I'm at the asshole portion of my comedy career. This is like, because I start from the ground up and I go deep all the way somewhere. But at the same rate, I love it because I get to basically be the pressure valve. And I like, just fucking like let one out, baby. When was the last time you queefed? Go ahead. I'll see you guys back here again on Monday. Love y'all. Peace out.